Hello, welcome back to the... Fuck. I forgot the name.
Wood Division podcast, mate.
Oh shit.
Well, that's off to a great
yeah,
start.
I guess that's... Oh god, I completely... Like, my mind just...
take over.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
this
well.
is literally the intro. This is not getting cut out. You're not cutting this like the last one.
Wait, shit, my mind
This is your
literally
life
went
now.
bleep. Oh god. Okay, well, welcome back, everybody. Today it's the end of December, so Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and maybe Happy New Year, depending on when I post this.
Brilliant.
So much
Yeah.
certainty.
Alright, that's all for me today. Bye. Stop the episode was just to say Happy Holidays.
He's French.
Yeah, true. That as well. No, but like, I think, oh yeah, I wanted to address something first, that I wrote. It's like the Kshaway and Wood Division name, cause I saw a bunch of comments, asking like, oh my god, you guys stole Kshaway's, name, series, thingy. So just so you know, I sent him a message and he said it was completely okay to use, the Wood Division, like, name. So that's good. Maybe we can invite him later on to talk about his videos, or I don't know, like invite some content creators.
Wood Division really became a meme since then, so like
Yeah,
it's been used.
Yeah.
kind of outgrew him at some point. But yeah, it's just
I
to
mean,
address that.
I want
so
to say
that's
it
good.
existed before him, I feel.
It probably have. Yeah, I don't
Probably,
think he invented
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not, because then it was. Wait, was it Bronze
But
Division?
it definitely-
Even in season 1, or was it just called Bronze? Because the
Yeah,
Maybe
season
it's
1 was
called
because
bronze.
that could have been with the Iron Division and everything that it became Wood, or was it actually?
No,
Wood
no.
No,
back in the
Iron
days?
is quite new.
Ah,
So basically everyone did meme and said, oh, if like people still called it Wood Division when Bronze was the smallest, and then when Iron came out, people were like, right, you had the chance to call it Wood and you didn't. Why aren't you embracing the meme? So
why would Riot embrace the meme in the first place? When had, like, did they ever embrace any meme?
Oh yeah, they have.
Oh.
Hold on.
super fan Star Guardian Urgot.
Oh,
Yes, I got in Argon,
true.
absolutely.
True. Best skin for Urgot, by the way. You guys should buy it.
Theoretically, didn't Kiandy make that? Who made
Um,
that? Or no, wasn't it a custom skin?
could have been.
Yeah, it exists as a few custom skins.
I
Red
think-
Riot Ross
Yeah,
made.
I think
Oh,
he
yes.
actually did it.
Oh yes, Ross. I miss him. Kinda sad that he doesn't do any League videos anymore.
He still streams a lot.
Yeah.
Just not great hours for Europe.
Imagine being in Europe. Alright. So, first topic. Do we start by the Sentinel of Light recap article? So then that's
You can do, yeah, sure. Sure.
Sure.
So for those of you who don't know, Riot didn't quite embrace the meme, or I mean maybe they
They goofed.
decided to reply to what happened during the Sentinels of Light on PC. Many times in that
Yeah,
article,
true.
they always say we are addressing PC. I think they are saying that because Wild Rift actually had a pretty good event. But yeah, they replied, and they basically said everything that we know. They talked about how Rookie didn't quite work. They talked about how the grand scale didn't quite land. Like, you know, we didn't really know what any of the regions were doing during the renation. And then they talked about how the mood was... they overdid it, by which they are talking about the jokes, which there were plenty of.
Yeah.
And one more thing, they also they also covered they talked about the canon story that actually happened, and a bit of an issue there. While they did cover everything that technically did happen canonically, they never addressed any of the issues. They never named any Sentinels, so we still don't know if Sentinel Pike actually happened and stuff like that, or
But-
like, you know, Rengar. We basically, they didn't address this main issue. We don't know if those things actually happened. And then at the end, they also mentioned that Viego was defeated. And that's it. We don't know. I guess he was banished, but Gwen was also never named, so we don't know if Gwen banished Viego or if it was like in the comic where Senna banished Viego. You know, the details that we needed, those weren't addressed, but at least they kind of gave us like the canon outline.
At the same time, I feel like they really have a big problem with what's canon and what's not.
Yeah.
I think the event really proved that, like, for example, they said, like, oh yeah, all the Sentinel skins are canon because it's the, like, they're supposed to be what they are right now, like, their true evolution. But at the same time, they kind of messed that up by saying, like, oh, but it's canon, but, like, not canon. It's, like, canon depending on your perspective, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
They actually, yeah, in that post, they actually contradict themselves because they say that in that event, they released skins that picture the champions as they were during those events. But at the same time, they say that different games took some, you know, they made some changes to the story to like the real canon. So now we don't know if those skins are actually canon or if they were like one of the leaked PC changes.
Kind of feel like nothing is clear. I don't know if it's maybe I'm like super wrong about that, but I kind of feel like they're doing this just to cover their ass if they made any mistake or like if they need to change something, just like they did for Arcane. It's like not committing 100% on something that is or isn't canon, just in case like you need to change something in the future.
Yeah, and it's like they were trying to be as vague as possible, and which basically means that the only thing we learned is that they are sorry. They made a mistake. They are.
That was an attempt.
That's truly it. And the real info we got actually comes from Jared Rosen, who decided to tweet and like reply to tweets. And one of the major things we got is that apparently, and he tweeted this directly as a result of this event and as a result of the feedback, very loud feedback which they got. The narrative team got more resources directly because we whined so much. So the narrative team got recognized only after even the people who didn't care about the lore noticed that there was no Yorick.
Yeah.
It's truly amazing though.
Even in the Rune King
something
game,
can go
like, why
so
would...
bad. And it can just get picked up,
it was picked up by people who didn't even care in the first place. Like people who don't pay attention to the lore realize that the story is not good, and that's amazing. And that actually happened.
That's kind of sad. But like, yeah, if people that literally don't like care about the lore be like, wait, but like Yorick is the he's Yorick, right? Like, you guys released a game that doesn't talk about him, and a Sentinel of Light event that doesn't talk about him as well. Like, what are you guys doing?
It's not even that. It's the fact that Riot did a Reddit post saying, "Don't worry, we haven't forgot about Yorick Mori."
And then Yorick appears for 3 seconds.
Nice. It's like, wow, I'm gonna use my water on wait, did he use the water? Wait, I don't remember what happened.
He gave them few drops, which first of all, we're supposed to kill Yorick, but you know, let's overlook that. If he ever gives away his own water, he should technically die. But
also,
it's fine.
In the Rune King game, literally it's isn't it like Maokai who gives a few drops to Brom?
I think he gives him his leaves, actually.
Because
you're right.
Brom needed to like save his people with the water of life thingy.
You're
but
right.
then if the
more
Rune King game
there.
released before, so then they didn't need to like go see Yorick or anything because they had Maokai in the first place.
Oh, you're right. I didn't realize.
They could have solved the entire problem because like in the Rune King game, you save Maokai as well.
Yeah, one of the main quests was that you were purifying the waters.
Solve the problem by completely killing any form of Yorick storyline.
Oh
even the few seconds, just cut it.
Yeah, I just realized.
Maybe Yorick didn't know that, you know. Oh, god damn it. But even if Yorick didn't know about the water, Spike was with them. Spike had to know.
That's just so weird. Like, I just realized, like, literally Maokai could have solved the entire story with that.
Yeah, he could have.
Oh man.
Anyway, hold on.
Yeah.
In the Jared Rosen tweets, we also got another thing. And once again, you know, if he didn't tweet these, that post would have been kind of weird. But he also replied that the events were real. They did happen, and that future stories on Universe, even though right now on Universe we don't have a single story talking about Ruination, but on Universe the writers will, as they write the stories, we will see the outcome of what happened during the Ruination. And he teased that during the Ruination we got a story where Hecarim kind of like approached Demacia. He was right outside the Demacian gates, and the story was like, aha, the Ruination is approaching, and then we like never learned anything else. We never learned what Jarvan actually did, you know, during the Ruination or anything. But the point is that he teased in this tweet, as an example, that as Viego was banished away, and as the mist was, you know, drawn out of him and absorbed by Thresh, some pockets of the shadow, of the black mist remained around the world. And so he is teasing that even though Viego is gone and the Black Mist is gone as well, Hecarim is now in Demacia still. So,
But like,
some outcomes, or like, you know, there will be the Ruination will affect some portions of Runeterra at least.
but that's the thing. It's like, yeah, okay, but like Viego is not dead, so like it's I don't get it. Like, why would they mention first that Hecarim would be in Demacia and then use in the quote-unquote canon cinematic that they released only Shyvana?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, but we teased that Hecarim is there.
It feels like
Twist.
the Hecarim is an obvious setup for a future story at some time, like, you know, Jarvan will probably fight him or something. But yeah, you're right that he probably should have been used in a cinematic.
Yeah, it's like, if they use him in the same way they use Yorick, then it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, same as Yorick, yeah.
It's like, they could have used Yorick, and then it'd be like, oh, but we are teasing so much stuff for like the future and everything. It's like, yeah, okay, I get that, but if you disrespected Yorick and Maokai the way you did, like in the Sentinel of Light event, I am not hopeful about doing any justice to Hecarim.
There's gonna be Unbound Hecarim.
Oh, is he gonna be a real pony
Just
now?
a normal horse.
Oh man, with like Callista being on his back. Oh wait, no, because he betrayed
he's
her.
gonna be just a horse.
Nah.
Maybe
He's gonna
maybe
be
it's
unbound, right?
Like, they could have done also something about Callista. Wait, did they do anything about Callista?
There was a tiny story right before the Ruination. There was a tiny Callista story
Oh.
where she literally just hunted a betrayer somewhere around Bilgewater, the end.
Ah, nice. Okay, yeah. No
Random
wonder why I
pirate
missed
was
this.
like,
oh
random
from
pirate,
like
he was
her
like,
original
I'm gonna get
cinematic.
you. That's it.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, that's, I mean, now they, like, it's good that they officialized, I guess, the fact that they have more investment money and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, like, as a direct result. He
'Cause,
specifically
holy
said
cow.
as a direct result of like the Ruination not doing well, they got more resources.
Yeah, it's very
That's-
surprising.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome.
It is
Hopefully.
very unlike Riot.
Yeah, because you would think that, oh yeah, I mean, I think that's what everybody predicted, is like, oh yeah, the event failed so much, then like, let's just not invest as much money as we did on this event, because it just failed and people weren't happy. And
But
now
yeah,
they actually went the other way around. They'd be like, we need to invest more because this didn't make sense at all, and people called us on our bullshit. And yeah.
I mean, but it absolutely makes sense because the Ruination was absolutely a lore event. Like the only thing that was bad was the story, but the problem is that 90% of the event was the story. Because you know, the skins were fine. You know, skins, you're right. Right's fine with them. Like
skin with missing eye and
I mean, okay, so let's look at Graves and let's look at Vayne. Those are actually really popular. And like, you know, those Sentinel skins are good. And actually the Ruined skins, those are popular.
yes.
So like, you know, even from that perspective, it was technically a success on that front. But everyone hates the Ruination because of the story and nothing else. So the only way to fix that would be to give more resources to those people who write the story.
Also, the in-client grind, like in terms of the number of games you had to play, they changed it, and I'm glad they did, because we joked about that with Declan when they released it. I did the math on like how many games they should have taken for you to like get all the regions unlocked, and it's just crazy. But they addressed that also in the article, as far as I remember, and they said like, oh, we learned from our mistakes, and they didn't. Yeah, because we have the
the what's it called?
The Debonair 2.0 like fiasco with the event and people getting super mad.
I'm glad I only played TFT, so I don't actually know how bad it was.
Apparently you need, I think from what I got, because I got multiple messages on my Discord about that, the thing that people are the most mad about is like the quest itself resets or something, like there was a bug with it. And also there is a quest where you need, I think, 4k mastery points on a champion that is like a Debonair or something like that, and it takes them forever to do. Because then in ARAM you don't get mastery points, or like you would have to actually farm normal games and everything if you wanted to do that quest. And just like the grind of the number of points to like get the event done is apparently kind of crazy insane. Which was funny because they said like, oh, you shouldn't sign away your life for like 30 days to grind for an event.
Who does like the buff though?
I don't know, because like
it's going to be something weird.
Surely it's like, average per game is 30 minutes. Average number of games per day for an average player would be like, let's say, 3 games per day.
Unless you play until like super late at night, but yeah. I kind of feel like they expect people. I mean, that's also... Wait, I think there was a tweet, a thread by Mark Yeater about engagement, and that it can be a good and bad thing to look at those stats, because it doesn't really reflect, like, if people are really enjoying your game as well or not.
Absolutely.
Because, as we know, a lot of people play League of Legends, but fucking hate the game.
Absolutely.
So it's like, people are grinding the events to be able to like get a skin they like, but they don't like grinding the game because the game is shit. I mean, to their opinion. I mean, I don't care because I just play ARMs, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. Also, like, yeah, they said, I think, was it in the video? Because like they also made a video about, not the Sentinel of Light, but like, oh, we learn from our mistakes. I think they said that about like the event pass and the fact that you shouldn't sign away 30 days of your life to grind points. And in the same video they said, oh yeah, we don't feel like we made overloaded kits.
Yeah, I was about to mention that, like, it's the overloaded kits all over again.
Yeah. Also I would say good luck to Riot Safe Luck that now she is pursuing other things outside Riot, but like she got a lot of shit, I think, for that specific video.
Lots of Rioters are moving to Theorycraft though.
Yeah, it's kind of
Hidden Leaf Games. Theorycraft and Hidden Leaf Games, 2 different companies, both making a 3v3 MOBA.
Wait, really? I actually haven't heard of
that. It's gonna be Twisted Treeline, let's go.
Oh my god, and Riot is gonna bring it back because they'll know it's successful.
Yep. They're gonna be like, hey, we're listening to the community and bringing back all the game modes.
I mean, Riot needs that. Riot needs someone else to kick them in the butt and like be like, you know what? Freaking look at Fortnite. Look at how they are doing their events.
Yeah. I mean, Fortnite is kind of...
I want my Rihanna freaking concert. On
true. Yes. Yes, that would have been awesome to have something like what they did in Fortnite, but like with League of Legends for the pentakill skins.
I want to freaking spam emotes during a dead mouse concert.
Lol W. Oh wait, no, it's not there.
No, but like even now, I only like watch videos every now and then, but I've seen that like during some events, whenever a new season comes out, they have like a single player like escape from a prison adventure where you actually like, I don't know, that's what I've heard. You like, jump into like a single player game mode and you have your own adventure that tells you the story of like how the Fortnite map changed.
Yeah,
Riot?
really, it's really interactive. Like you can play
Yeah.
with other people, and like the thing is, like changing live for like every single games that are currently running. So like even if you started your game 30 minutes in advance and like just didn't finish the game, sort of, you're still gonna have the event happening live on the map for like everybody at the same time, which is awesome. Like the way it's set up, it's fucking insane.
Riot, can we have something more than Ultimate Spellbook?
Yeah, imagine if they did. I mean, yeah, they could have. I kind of wish they could have done that with the Pentakill event.
They need to. Oh, absolutely. They just need to make a new system, or not a new system. Like how they freaking
Make
worked
a
on
new
it. They had
game.
to know this. Like, I mean, yeah, but how come they don't have a system where they can like change the map skins? We talked about this on the last podcast. Here we are again.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Talking
we're
about
going for
Princess
circle.
Bridge again.
I think the major issue is the fact that they have elemental dragons, so like they have to change the layer of the map.
Freaking get rid of them.
So yeah,
No,
and
like,
also
fix the
since like every single game of League, I think, is like separated. It's like its own instance, which is also why we can get like replays. And I mean, even they never work, but that's another
I
story.
wonder if they will ever go the Heroes of the Storm route where they actually have like different kinds of maps.
Oh
like,
man, I wish.
And like
Oh, that
it
would be
actually
so cool.
changes the layout a little bit.
I mean,
right?
that's also what they had for like supposedly rotating game modes. Like people expected that. Like you just queue up for something, and then you just get a random game mode. Like every game mode is enabled, and then you're just like, oh yeah, this game mode is gonna be Project 43, I think.
Yeah,
if
like
it's the name.
Fall Guys, but League.
Yeah. The issue though, I think, it's because the way their system could work is that it selects the map prior to like launching the queue. So it would be kind of hard for them
would have
to.
be the case. So you would have to. I mean, that would make sense because you would have to pick your champions based on the game mode, right?
Yeah. Because like that's the thing for Heroes of the Storm. You don't pick your champions depending on the game mode.
I think you do.
I mean, depending on the map. Like, because you only find out about the map once the team is fully loaded and like the game actually starts.
Oh yeah, no, in normals I think. In ranked you knew what map.
Yeah.
it was. I think that's how it worked.
Even in ARAMs, in Heroes of the Storm, you wouldn't choose like the map itself.
I used to be Diamond Kelfast.
Nice. I used to play it was Morales, and it was also like some kind of pigeon bird butterfly thingy that is like literally a psychopath. I never remember the name.
Well, no, that wasn't the freaking the little fairy dragon.
Yeah, I love that champion just because of like the voice lines. Literally psychopath, like, oh yeah, people are dead.
Like Yumi.
What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, I'm just a support main at this point, like just spamming Morales when I play Heroes. Dude, I think they addressed that at some point as well for League of Legends. They don't want to make a Shogal champion.
I mean, I understand that, honestly.
That would be so cool though. Shogal is such a cool champion.
They did try like way back. It was what was it? The Yodel on the motorcycle, and there was one in his sidecar.
That's Kled.
Whoa.
One is playing Yoshi and the other is playing Kled. Oh wait, no, it's Scar. It's not Yoshi, but it's the same concept.
Yeah, they just never did it in the end.
No,
Yeah,
like,
that's-
I think that would be too niche.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Kind of like Yumi, though.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like Yumi, but you have the option to abandon the bad player.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You have to
But,
be
like-
committed to the other player. That's the issue.
Even if it's niche, I think a lot of champions are actually niche. Like, for example, nobody would play Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger is so niche. Like, it's just turrets and rockets, and like, I don't think his pick rate and stuff like that is that great.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, maybe not, because there was Arcane, so I think his
Oh yeah. I
play
think I
rate
bumped
might
up.
have jumped up. Yeah. Alright, so like, yeah, to recap the Sentinel of Light, good job, Riot, on investing more money in the, like, story lore department,
And
but you still fucked up.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You still haven't addressed everything,
Poor
like
Riot.
every single problem, so that's, the article is good, because it's it's a good way for them to say, okay, we know we really fucked up, but there are still a lot of things that needs to be addressed at some point. Like even the Olaf being like, oh, Olaf lost an eye for some reason, was never explained. And then the next story, who's supposed to happen after Sentinel of Light, he's pretending that he's trying to forget Sentinel of Light, and he has 2 eyes now.
And it's kind of clever because I think it was confirmed that the Sentinels of Light wasn't written by like the narrative team, I think. So it's kind of funny that when the narrative team got to write another story after that, they addressed the fact that people didn't like that story. And Olaf, and like Sejuani asked Olaf, like, why did you go to the south? Like, what did you do there? And Olaf is like, I won't tell you. I will not tell anybody until I die.
Yeah, that's kind of...
It's
kind of bad, because then, yeah, he knows that, like, it kind of proves that it happened, but it also proves
yeah,
that...
it happens, but even Olaf doesn't want to remember that.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. It's like, it was such a fiasco. I don't know if it's the word, but like, yeah, it was such a bad experience for everyone that even Olaf trying to forget about that.
It was the first time Riot like really screwed up, probably. You know, we thought Eternals were bad.
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah, Eternals. Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Riot honestly doesn't make a lot of mistakes, but every now and then.
I mean, they made Yumi. A lot of people hate it. I mean, I'm not talking for myself, but like, yeah, you poor Yumi.
No, I don't count like champions as mistakes.
Like,
I mean like systematic mistakes, like freaking Eternals being like freaking bait.
Aphelios would be a mistake, according to
Riot constantly just doubled down on everything now, though.
It's fine. Like, yeah, I mean, champion design is subjective. There are always people who like it, so it can't be a failure.
I hate every single champion, so there's that.
All right.
I just hate playing League of Legends.
Garen is a failure.
Dude, Garen is so fun. It's just so simple. It goes in, it spins, and it gets out.
Hell yeah.
That's such a cool design compared to like newer shit. I mean, that's also me being a boomer about League and being... Yeah, oh man, I hate this. It's too complex. Like, I really like the fact that they made Set. I think Set is really a good champion because it's simple to understand, simple to play in an era where you had like 17 dash, stuns, like whatever.
You know what's the real reason why he is successful? It's because Set, when they made Set, they had a different mentality. Because normally when they create a champion, they think about the toolkit and they're like, let's make a champion with revive, and then we kind of like tailor the champion around that. Set was a fighter, and they tailored the kit around him being a fighter. So when you play a Set, you play the fantasy of a fighter. You don't play the fantasy of a reviving thief, because reviving thief is not a fantasy, right?
Yeah, it's like, who wants to be a reviving thief?
Yeah, so with Set, they started with the fantasy, and that's the
good.
core. So, and
but then they fucked up Aurelion Soul.
Oh, don't. Why?
I don't know why. Aurelion was decent.
Well, it's been so nerfed, it's like unplayable by Aurelion Soul mains, pretty much.
I honestly think like the stars are fine. I think the only issue is his Q. His Q needs to be like... They need to honestly change his Q. His ultimate is fine. The fact that he can like freaking glide over walls, that's fine. His Q is way too boring compared to the rest of the kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you get it, huge. It's so satisfying.
Yeah, but that's so situational. It's insane.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's no way you do that.
The W was never the issue.
Right. Okay, so because it's already been like half an hour already. Second topic. Do we talk about quickly about Arcane? Because it's been like in a party, like there was someone who worked on Arcane. I don't know if it was the director or something. He was on a podcast with iAnimate, which is like some sort of company that tutor people about animation, and they confirmed that they hope it would be for 2023. We don't know when. But yeah, and something that was kind of sad, it's the quote. It was wait. Oh yeah, low budget for the quality that you see for the season 1, and that actually made me sad because it means that we expected like Fortige to get a lot of money from that, and like I don't know, I got bad vibe from this of like the budget wasn't that high for what they did.
They put it all into marketing.
Yeah, it's that kind of sad.
Yeah, the marketing was kind of like, oh, lol.
But you know, if that was low budget, they've done really well for low.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
And we also don't know what the whole deal is with. Does Netflix pay Riot per view? And if they do they then get some kickback off that? Like we don't know.
No idea
how that full deal works either. Yeah.
They talked about the series itself, but like not the Netflix deal, like how it went down pretty much.
But yeah,
that's all NDA.
Yeah.
But the 2023 makes sense. We kind of knew it before because they tweeted that Arcane will not be releasing in 2022. So they knew they wouldn't make it for the year. So it was obvious that they were aiming for 23.
Yeah, which is insane. Like, they worked on it for a while now. So also, the writing. I don't know if it's me like not like taking notes about everything that was said, but apparently the writing of the story for Arcane was done by Riot. Like there was a lot of back and forth from Riot about like the whole story thing, which is pretty cool. It means that they actually do care about the story, but then again, it's not even canon, so it's kind of sad.
It's kind of in a limbo still. They can make it canon at any point. There are not like too many things that would like hold it back, but they really need to make sure that everything like fits perfectly before they do that, because we don't know when the Noxian invasion happened, and freaking Singe was quite important in that, and so you know.
And then they would also spoil on the universe page. It would spoil the entire season 1 if they made those stories canon.
We technically like Arcane is in a place where we know exactly what's gonna happen now.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, are Caitlyn's parents still gonna be kidnapped, or like that's a question?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely a storyline that's gonna happen. Caitlyn's parents will be kidnapped by C, so Corina Veraza will be there. Warwick will escape Singe's lab. That's gonna happen as well. And then later, Vi is gonna join the Wardens. So first of all, Caitlyn's gonna become the sheriff of Piltover. She's gonna found the Wardens, which in Arcane were called the Enforcers. And so Vi is gonna join her. They're gonna be together, and they will try to solve the C case. You know, they will try to hunt down Corina Veraza, and after that, they will try to hunt down Urgot. So like we know what's gonna be happening already. It's kind of that's the thing. So it's gonna be, you know, are they gonna change the stories to make Arcane a bit more, you know, not interesting, but like, you know, surprising, or you know, what are they gonna do?
Oh, plot twist. Ooh.
You know,
Vander is not Warwick. He was Silco the whole time.
Silco, I'm gonna freaking lose my mind. Oh yeah, and freaking Camille will be there. And if Camille, you know, and then it starts snowballing. If Camille is there, Zed and Akali and Shen will have to go to Piltover because freaking Jin will be there. You know, and like now it starts snowballing, and suddenly, only staying in Piltover, Arcane has material for like 6 seasons.
Yeah. I mean, are they only gonna focus on Piltover, or like are they actually gonna focus on
I honestly believe that Piltover has the most content that they can have there. Like other regions would be cool, like freaking having Silas and like from the other regions, I think Demacia has a massive potential with Silas and the rebellion. And
then it would take more time as well for them to make a season, because they would have to start from scratch for like all the environment, when they can reuse the same assets for Piltover and over again.
You can also have freaking Noxian invasion of Ionia. That would be freaking massive. That would be glorious to see. But yeah, Piltover honestly would have the most content. There are so many stories happening one right after another, so you can just tie it all together. And then freaking at the end, boom, Seraphine.
No, please. Oh no. Oh, Skarner jumps into frame and yells like, "No, my wife!"
Reckern are still not confirmed, for example. You know, never mentioned in Arcane. Which makes sense. I mean, the story is that no one freaking knows that the Breckern are there.
Yeah. Well, that's still kind of sad. Just admit that it's Skarner's wife inside Seraphine's platform, and that's it. Like, just officialize it, right, please?
I mean, well, we know, but like, even if, I mean, you know, we can, if you really want to talk about Seraphine, that's kind of the point. That like, even she knows there is a freaking soul in the crystal, and she's like, "Oh, that's sad. Let me sing for people."
Let me still
she's not even like, "Oh, that's sad." She's like, "Oh, that's freaking. Thank you for powering up my microphone."
Hey.
That's pretty much the lore.
It's okay. Right, so like Arcane, that's done. Okay, do we talk about like shortly about the Void event? I mean, supposed Void event.
Okay,
soon
so
TM.
I was about to say it's still not confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Necrits is calling it. There is a Void event coming next year. So the writing is on the wall. This has happened so many times before. Freaking Rel confirmed, or sorry, the other way around. Freaking, what's her face? What's she called? The freaking mercenary woman confirmed Rel.
Samira
confirmed Rel.
Let's go.
Like, we knew about that, and now it happened so many times before, and like the freaking Sentinels were confirmed in a story for Senna freaking years ago. So now I'm actually gonna pull out Universe super quickly. There are 4 different stories, all of which tease a Void event. So there is the very recent one is the Faceless God. This is basically a story where a Shuriman person who is making statues was tasked to remake an ancient statue of an Ascended. And as they do that, they go into a tomb, and there the freaking Voidborn starts swarming out of the tomb. Then we got a story called Dead of Winter about Sejuani. When Sejuani basically, the side story is that she's gonna fight Volibear because the Ursine who are following Volibear stole Ornn's Cauldron, and whoever drinks from Ornn's Cauldron basically lives forever. So Sejuani is like, aha, if we get the Cauldron, we will live forever. So now she's gonna fight Volibear to get the Cauldron, but a seer told her that now is the time for the Freljordians to not fight each other, but to band together. Because there is something moving beneath the ice, and guess what it is? It's the Watchers from the Void. So that's the second story that's teasing the Void. The third story that is actually teasing the next champion is called The Feast of the Prophet, where Malzahar basically... The entire story is quite short. Basically, Malzahar sacrificed like 100 people. He threw them all into a hole, and in that hole, they all merged together and they were devoured by a void creature. And that void creature is gonna be the next champion, because it's not Cho'Gath.
Who's gonna be a jungler?
It's not Cho'Gath, it's not Rek'Sai, it's nothing like that. This is something new. And Riot
It would have made sense if it was Cho'Gath, though.
Well,
no, it's not Cho'Gath because it is a she.
Well, it's not just that. It's not just that. Back in September 2021, we had a champion roadmap, and they ended it with, until next year, an overwhelming new jungler that should fill a void in all your hearts.
Yeah, so we knew, like before, we knew that there would be a void champion. I actually thought, foolish me, I thought it would be linked to like the void core that like Victor created in Arcane, but no, obviously. So this champion is a female. We know that because of the story. It's a she. The person who died at the end, consumed by the creature, said that he heard her name, but he never spoke it, so we don't know what she is called. But we know that it is a new Voidborn. It's a female, it has a name, so it has to be a champion, right?
What if?
Please, Riot, don't over-sexualize it.
No.
Please.
this is another freaking human female, I'm gonna lose my mind. But I'm gonna
What
say...
if?
All right.
What if it's the champion in the splash arts from way back?
Wait, which one?
Wait, what?
Remember, there's the dark figure in like the Battlecast splash arts.
Oh, the one that looked like... Wait, no, wasn't it Anivia
No,
or
wasn't
something
it like
that
the
looked
ray,
like a...
like the Manta Ray or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that one? All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
What if?
How
Oh,
everyone
boy.
was like...
Just
everyone
dug it up.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
I think everyone
no.
was like, oh, it's freaking Battlecast Anivia. I remember that.
Yeah. It would have
Yeah,
been...
even though it was all
like, it would've been
void
cool.
creatures.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, it's a female. Hopefully not a freaking human female.
Yeah, I really hope like the champion, like if it's a monster, I really hope it works, like it has a decent kit, like that is fun to play and everything, because then it would prove the point of the only like the only champions that are like extremely popular are like humanoid sort of champions, like Kaisa
like-
and everything.
Yeah, well, like here's the hilarious thing. Like I don't think this is really the reason why they did it, but it's still kind of hilarious if you think about it. So we know that human champions are more popular than monsters. That's simply the case. We also know that female champions are more popular than male champions. That's also the case. So
Yes.
it's so hilarious that we know that there's a new Voidborn. But it's interesting to see that they went for the, like, she trope again, even though that's Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai's trope was that she's a Voidborn, but she's a female. So, it's kind of hilarious that, finally, Riot is gonna make a monstrous champion after years, but they are still gonna make her female, because female is more popular than male.
Yeah, but same time, it's like Rek'Sai was female, it was monster, and
Yeah, I
she
know,
wasn't
you know, it's kinda
popular
like
because
non-binary,
her
like,
kit
no.
isn't even fun to play. I mean, at least in my opinion. Like, if you compare, for
powerful.
example, like fucking playing Set compared to playing Rek'Sai, I would have way more fun playing Set, even though he's a male and whatever,
But,
like a Vastaya, but like...
I kind
oh,
of feel
shit.
like the fact that the monsters are less popular than non-monsters is kind of false, because what about Kha'Zix? Kha'Zix is really popular.
Kassadin was super popular at some point.
Kassadin is kind of human still, but you know, Kha'Zix is
true.
not. Kha'Zix is like a
Yeah.
fully monstrous one, and he's popular, so...
I think
Yeah,
Kha'Zix
make
is
them
also due to like the the fact that he
Rival.
doesn't like Rengar.
Yeah, that's like the Alien versus Predator kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's also why it works, because there was like such a big event sort of with the quest. If you play Kha'Zix against Rengar, and it's like, oh, the ultimate hunter, and he can evolve. I think the evolving like part of his kit is insanely good.
But like the evolving, that's kind of, the thing is that like that's kind of all void creatures. Like, you know, Cho'Gath is kind of the same, but you know, he's just growing.
It just gets big, but like,
Yeah, it gets
dude,
bigger.
Kog'Maw doesn't evolve though.
Yeah, even though he
He
technically
just suicide bomb.
just like freaking.
He
And
evolved into a bee.
it's called Ikathi as well. But no, but like, you know, even freaking Vel'Koz should be doing that.
Yeah,
Vel'Koz
Vel'Koz
is only
doesn't
weak.
learn anything. He just laser people. He doesn't get knowledge through whatever. I don't remember his quote,
Yeah,
but
he
like,
doesn't scale. You're right.
Knowledge through disintegration.
yeah, like if, for example, they could have made it so the more stacks of his passive you have, the more AP you're gonna get, like some sort of scaling from that. Just like Cho'Gath gets HP scaling by eating people and like creatures.
But yeah, here's the thing though. Okay, I just by the way realized the second time this happened was that we knew that Sentinels were happening because of a story from Senna, but we also knew that Spirit Blossom was happening because of some stories in Ionia before, but we thought that was like the second invasion of Ionia, but it just happened to be Spirit Blossom instead, but we knew about an event in Ionia too, but regardless, now we know that Void event is happening because this is the third time this is happening and it was always true, but we also know that there is still a mysterious VGU that was never announced, right? And it is
Please
happening.
be Cho'Gath, please be Cho'Gath, please be Cho'Gath.
Either
please be
it's Cho'Gath, but I believe it's someone else. I believe. Because this is a Void event, and there is one figure, just like Yorick was on the Shadow Isles, there is a figure that's like the main fighter against the Void. And that's Zilean. If we
Oh my
get
god.
a Zilean rework for that event, I'm gonna be very happy.
Hopefully, it's
so-
The Legends of Runeterra version of him looks
Yeah.
so fucking cool. So,
But that's
Uh-huh.
the problem.
That he
He
looks
got a
good.
visual effect update to match the Legends of Runeterra
but that was a tiny
version,
one.
and that wasn't that long ago.
Didn't that happen to someone else too, though? That they had a visual update and then wasn't it but Sion was super old. It was Sion, or it happened to someone else too. It was,
I don't know.
Who was that?
I can't think of who it is.
It was one. No, I don't freaking know. Might have been Gangplank even, but I don't know. But regardless, I still believe that Zilean, unless they are a madman and they are going for a void update of like Cho'Gath or Kog'Maw, I think Zilean would absolutely make sense. Because Zilean, if they do a void event and Zilean is not gonna be there, it's gonna be Yorick all over again.
Oh.
It's gonna be Yorick all over again. We need
gonna
3
be Big
people, literally
Sag.
3 people. Forget Kaisa. I know that Kaisa's gonna be there, but forget her.
Maybe Zillion's just too busy hanging out with Echo
There's gonna be
to be there.
There's gonna be Malzahar, there's gonna be Kassadin, and there has to be Zilean. 3 people, Riot! Write these down! These are literally the only 3 that need to be there. Even if Jax isn't there, sure! It would really suck. But, yeah, alright, Jax is actually a big fighter against the freaking Voidborn after Ikathia was destroyed too. But, we still need those 3.
Do you think Jax has a chance of getting the VGU?
Actually, yes. I wouldn't be
He's
surprised.
kind of old with like pizza feet.
And he's freaking fighting with the lantern. That freaking, I love that the lantern actually has like green grass on the bottom, even though in Shurima, freaking, it's all sand.
Yeah.
And his passive is just an icon of him fishing.
Oh yeah, there's a fishing icon. Fishing in the sand,
Really
I guess.
outdated champion. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully it's a good event and they really learned from their past mistakes with Sentinel of Light, and the Void event is good. And we all happy about it, and there is no fluke.
Freaking, if Zilean has more than 3 fingers, I'm happy.
Right. Okay, it's been... Okay. Do we talk about the last topic, aka, leaks?
Hooray!
Okay, Chibiin pissed off a bunch of people.
And I received a cool message regarding that. Okay, so for this story, for those who don't follow me on Twitter, I would say a lot of people don't, but it's fine. I made a joking tweet about a meme, which was Bugs Bunny, and the meme was like, I wish, blah blah blah, a very blah blah blah. And I wrote, I wish leakers a very fuck you, because I am legit tired of like seeing leaks about not just League of Legends, but like everything in general. And then I got a bunch of shit from a bunch of people. I wouldn't target any country, but like, not gonna lie, it was written a lot in Portuguese. But yeah, it was a pretty funny experience, and I kind of wanted to talk to you about that because I think a lot of people have a different approach about leaks, and I really think that some people have, I wouldn't say like a bad opinion about that, but like a wrong opinion. Completely wrong.
Objectively?
Like objectively super wrong, because like some people, like in their arguments that they sent, I'm like, okay, there is like a single argument that I would understand overall, be like, okay, that kind of makes sense, but like not too much as well. But some, like most of the arguments that people can bring up about leaks are like straight up wrong or like super damaging for companies or whatever. For example, I wrote down some of them, which was, oh yeah, I don't mind. So like some people actually just don't give a shit about leaks. Like they just read them and be like, okay, I don't care. The argument, I think, yeah, that made the most sense was like, oh yeah, it helps me budget my RP if I know that, for example, X champion is gonna get a skin during this year, for example.
That's kind of false, because
Yeah.
we know what champions are gonna get skins. Riot always like releases the freaking massive list that people
Yeah, exactly.
forget about
So, like,
immediately.
I understand that, yeah, it would help you knowing in advance, but same time, it's like, if you didn't know about that champion, you would still manage your RP and not spending on anything if you didn't truly want it, so...
Yeah, like assume a champion is always gonna get a skin.
Yeah.
Because like every champion is gonna get a skin eventually, maybe in 2 years.
Unless
but,
your
you know, it's
champion
gonna
is
happen.
super not popular, but that's another story, I guess.
Yeah.
Another argument
Yeah,
was...
If that's the case, you are saving a lot of money anyway because you're not playing the other champions.
Exactly. So you
It's like
can
they
buy
are
another
releasing
division.
over
Don't burn me.
140 skins in a year, but then, you know, it's like... give
Some
multiple
champions get 2 skins.
Yeah.
Kind of sad. But yeah, it's another argument was it's Riot's fault anyway. Which was
Technically
really-
true. Technically.
Yeah, technically true, but it's like, bro, you're actually blaming Riot for like leaking, and it's like, oh yeah, I don't give a shit. It's Riot's fault. Fuck them. It's like, that's not nice.
Riot
That's-
would fire the people in a heartbeat if they
Yeah.
knew who it was.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
it's all accidents, you know.
That's
We are
the
all
thing.
people. Let's think about that for a second.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Riot's fault that their employees are loose-lipped.
And connected to that, it's, you know, those people who are like, ha, they are doing it on purpose. They want the hype
yes.
from the leaks.
Oh,
and
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
you fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's
It's like-
that was also one of the arguments. It's so wrong because you have a lot of writers actually.
Such a
Yeah.
bad take. It's
Being
insane. There are
super
people
mad.
working on it for 6 months, and they are scheduled, like literally. When something like this happens, they schedule a few days off, and they are getting ready for the release. And they're like, hell yeah, freaking! No one knows about this. In 2 days, we're gonna drop Spirit Blossom. Thank you, fucking leakers, for leaking Spirit Blossom 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
Though, Riot did screw up with Spirit Blossom. Like, they patched in all of Spirit Blossom Thrash's voice lines. So,
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
right there, clear as day, it was just Yone.
No, yeah, like, yeah, we knew about that. We know about the Yone. I was fine with that. I wasn't fine with the freaking Brazilian person who
Splash
was
up.
like, oh, I am gonna leak an entire internal presentation which I took pictures of on my phone when no one was looking. And they leaked literally everything
Yeah.
that was in Spirit
That's
Blossom.
kind of sad.
That was so
the
stupid. And then people
biggest-
were like, oh, right, they did it on purpose.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
to
like
drum
the thing
up
that
hype.
infuriates me.
to get people hyped way too
Yeah.
early before the event.
Exactly. So then you know about the event and you're still gonna be disappointed because then you have like a high expectation because
Yes.
it's like, oh my god, they're gonna make Yone and everything.
Just
And then
okay,
you be disappointed because
Yes.
it's not what you thought it would be.
I wanna
Like,
I
good
wanna
job.
confirm something for people. The hype is the biggest the second day after something like this is revealed. You do not reveal something 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's free promo,
Well, it's like-
dude.
And
Like,
you also
you
don't
know-
release things months in advance, otherwise
Yeah.
you get the Prestige Zoe skin scenario where every patch is like, has it released yet? Where is it? Is it what patch is it in? Is it this one? It's just constant. Every patch like, has it released yet? Has it released yet? It's like, nope, still not there.
But I know how like the hype works because Sentinels, where there was only one data mine that was in Wild Rift, and where we saw like the hub. That's really all we saw. They were that was like the main one because they left in the background, and so we knew it was coming. I think it was like 3 or 4 days before the release, so we knew it was there, but we knew nothing else. And so when the event dropped, people actually loved it on my channel, despite it not being great. So that kind of like proves to you, even if it's not a great product, the hype is the biggest when it
Yeah.
actually drops.
Because
Yep.
if you do not expect something, you do not set expectation. Like you just be surprised. So it's not like, oh, I expect Riot to make a huge teaser for the next champion because I know it's gonna be, I don't know, fucking Zillion. Like there is a leak, boom, it's gonna be Zillion. Oh my god, I hope like Riot makes something fucking huge about Zillion, and then they don't because they had other plans.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like, if you didn't know, you wouldn't have such high expectations for no reason, and you wouldn't be disappointed because you purposely looked for leaks because like, oh, but I like to know stuff in advance because then it also generates discussion and feedback and everything. And Riot also leaks some stuff in like concepts in surveys. And it's like, but dude, do you understand the difference between asking people in surveys and showing you like, oh, is this concept art of like a potential luck skin, is it really interesting to you or not? There is a difference between this and having a huge list of like champions and skins that are gonna leak in the future year or whatever. It's, dude, Riot just doesn't want to leak stuff. People fucking work on them for months, like you said. Like, it's just so
I mean, like,
rude.
Deck will know about this. Like, how does a leak like this happen? Because it's one thing to like have a secret presentation somewhere and take pictures on your phone, but it's another thing to actually like data mine it somewhere.
Bro, leaks are such a bloody mess because... So I actually found... there's a writer called Katie. She's the lead world designer on an R&D game at Riot, and her Twitter's locked at the moment. She's set to protected, but she did some tweets like a while ago, just essentially bashing like internal security, where she essentially just casually just went on about Google Drive and how people just search the entire Google Drive of a company and just find and like look at things they shouldn't have access to. So you got that realm where people at Riot, who knows what they're meant to work on or what they do, potentially they're finding just stuff on the Google Drive. But then you also got Rioters who just tell people stuff and then it just spreads like Chinese whispers. Like that's originally how Zaya and Rakan.
What is that?
What, Chinese whispers?
I didn't know about that.
I didn't know it either.
Wow.
How is it different from a normal whisper? It's in Chinese.
It can also be called telephone.
Yes, you know that.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Game of
whatever that
telephone.
influence. Yeah. It's just so sad.
Now I'm like, is Chinese whispers like an offensive way to say it? But it's called that on Wikipedia, so I think I'm okay.
I mean, in French, like, would say like téléphone arabe, so like, I don't know if it's also racist. It's just like the way it's been Arab. It would be like Arabic telephone, I guess. But like, I don't know. It's like from if someone, I mean, the direct translation from that would be like if someone tells another person something, and that person also transforms what they heard into something else, and then tells another person about that, and then like it spreads super wide because everybody talks about this, but like the original information is kind of lost in translation, I would say.
Basically, a game of telephone, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so so basically through that's how Zaya and Rakan leaks to the Reddit, because someone got a tour of Riot. Like two of his friends worked at Riot, so he got a tour, and they showed him essentially a year's worth of content for some reason.
Oh my god.
And then he went home, went on Discord, and started telling everyone like in his Discord about it, like over voice. And one person decided to write it all down and then post it on to Reddit, or he then told a friend, then he posted it. It was just like that. But
that's interesting
there's
because
so many different ways.
The same thing happened to me. I knew about when I was at Riot HQ the first time. When I was at the lore department, I saw 2 cinematics that they were working on. I saw the first Pentakill one, the one where they invade freaking Battle City. I saw that cinematic early, and I saw Varus cinematic, like more. Actually, no, 3. I saw that like maybe like 6 months or more before it was released. And I also saw the Rise cinematic like a year before it was released. So I saw those, but like it never even crossed my mind that I would tell anyone, which is super interesting. I remember when I got back home and I was talking to people on Discord, they were like, "Oh, freaking no, you had to see something." And I was like, I saw something, but you'll see it yourselves, you know. And that's literally it. So
Yeah.
that comes down to like people being weak, I guess, and like, you know, trying not to tell anyone.
That's I would agree that it's hard to like not tell anyone, like any close friend or everything about like some stuff that you saw that you know about. Because like, for example, some, I would say some in quotation, because yeah, not everybody knows, but like some content creators through the LPP have some information about upcoming content because they need to prepare like either a video with Riot or something like that. And I think it is really hard for everybody to like keep their mouth shut. But same time, when you see like other, if it's a leak, like, oh yeah, this guy didn't private his video and released it in a playlist, and then it got caught up to the public.
Good old one.
It's like, it's
I
an
hate
honest
that one.
mistake, let's be real. But like,
Yeah,
some
it is.
people
No,
leaking
I refuse.
purposely. But like, he didn't leak purposely like some other people do.
I would have done it too. I would have done it on accident too with the Arcane video. That's literally the only time I knew anything from Riot ahead of time. I specifically don't ask Riot to not tell me anything special because I just don't want things to get spoiled for me.
Yeah.
The only thing, when I was working on the Arcane video, I also didn't get any info on it, by the way. But still, I would have actually put it on my lore playlist. But in the contract, now they specifically write there, don't put it on a playlist before it's released. They specifically write it there. So if they didn't do that, I would have put it on a playlist too.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I just...
Am I the only one who's known since 2012, since I started, an unlisted video in a playlist is public?
I have everything preset. I'm like, I upload it, that's it.
Oh my god.
man.
It's like, if it's private or scheduled in a playlist, you can see there's an unavailable video in the playlist, but that's it. So you know a video's coming.
Yeah.
But if it's unlisted, you can just watch and view it. And the thing is, I've known that since I first started YouTube.
I mean, you're
I find it weird. It's not like
You're
common
a
info.
dinosaur, dude.
You're a technical dinosaur. So,
As for like
you know.
actually getting told stuff through the LPP, that's the only way I get told stuff nowadays. And even then, I get told maybe 24 hours in advance. Like it's
Yeah.
not
Also-
that long.
I want to quickly mention about the LPP. If anybody from the United States LPP, like Mel, Swim Banana, or anybody like that is listening to this, please include Nikki Boy in the NA
Yeah,
LPP.
freaking
You
Nicky
should have
Boy.
started the
Waiting for
podcast
3
with that.
years.
Oh, freaking poor
The
Nicky
poor
Boy.
soul. Like, please.
Hey, don't
do
worry,
it.
don't worry. Hey, don't worry. The applications reopen this year, 2021.
Yeah, we still have
There's
3
still
days.
2 days.
Oh,
No,
man.
but they have to include. Oh, by the way, freaking, did you see like how come some people are getting like LPP freaking merch? They're getting like hats and like shirts. And it
Yeah,
says, like,
it's-
and it
I
says like
kind of
league-
wish we had that, yeah.
it says like league partner on it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what? It has
Wait,
like
yeah, yeah.
TFT. No, I
When?
think it's mostly TFT. It has like
Since the
little legends
beginning.
on it.
Oh, TFT.
Even
kind
the
of
first
rare.
year of the NA
No, I
LPP,
don't
they
think
got
it's like
train merch.
specifically TFT, but it's still.
Aren't
No,
those
it is
people
like-
who are like invited to like Twitch rivals?
Oh, I don't
No,
know.
because this is specifically a league partner. It's not like Twitch, anything like that. It's
Another
just
Nikki
that.
Taylor
But yeah.
had a t-shirt
It's
about
gonna be
League
a
Partner,
regional
yeah.
thing then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it
yeah,
could
I
be.
don't want to say like, don't send me more. Freaking, I got too many packages this year, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
but, I
Logitech,
mean,
yeah.
send
I'm
me a
happy.
bit more package,
happy
like
boy.
a Logitech one. Like, I wouldn't mind the Logitech package at this point.
I'm using my Razer mouse anyway.
Yeah.
See, I've always just used Logitech. I have tried Corsair, Razer.
Hashtag
but it's
sponsored.
just no, just
Logitech,
no.
please sponsor this
Logitech-
podcast. That would be great.
I can't go away from freaking Razer.
I'm
now,
so
there's no
glad I
way.
got a Logitech package. It's so
I
cool.
literally, if my mouse has less than 13 buttons, it's worthless.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I like Razer now.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, World
Yes,
of Warcraft.
man.
There it is. If it
I
has less than
can't.
13 buttons, it's worthless.
I don't have enough brain cells to like use more than 3 buttons on my mouse. I tried it, but like I'm just super bad at it. Such a boomer in terms of mouse, but like yeah, I hate like complex mouse. I just want a simple one that works. Oh man. But yeah, the main takeaway was about leaks. It was please stop leaking stuff. If you know something, I know it's hard to like keep it for yourself, but like, dude, you're ruining everybody's day. Yeah. Like, especially like stop trying to think that Riot like leaks on purpose. Like we have a lot of rioters coming for like publicly and saying like, dude, it's actually really annoying. We wish we knew who would leak this stuff, because it's really destroying like months of building up hype and everything. I know that some release aren't based on hype, like for example the same hype we got for Vel'Koz release or something like that.
Freaking Gwen wasn't leaked. Like I remember the reveal, the video coming out like out of nowhere, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's old." Oh no, it's not old. that was a really cool one.
Yeah, but still, I like just please don't leak. And people bashed me because I was like, I just was like, Riot wouldn't do this old.
No, I was
also,
like,
there's a difference so hard for thinking it wasn't.
Like, there's a difference between data mining and leaking. Data mining is like it's literally open on the game files. Anybody can access it. Leaking is literally internal stuff that nobody has access to.
Absolutely. Like data mining, that's fine. I understand that. Yeah. Leaking, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, if you data mine like I don't know a string from like one of the thingy for Valorant, it's like, oh yeah, there was a string about like a name for like a new map. Okay, dude, cool. It's not a leak, it's a data mining. Like you found that in the game files.
And
it's completely okay.
Actually, that's interesting.
But like leaking internal stuff that is supposed to come out in like 6 months, a year or something, that's like super rude. Yeah. Like bro.
Like one of the big problems with leaking is it's just mainly for clout chasing nowadays.
Yeah, just give me likes.
Especially now, you know, virus happening. Everything is cloud now.
Oh man.
Like it's not just I'm really excited about this thing I accidentally told people.
Yeah, it's like I purposely sent
it online. It's like I want more followers. I'm gonna be a well-known leaker and screw over hard work.
Yeah, that was also like a girl that got a lot of shit in the past. I don't remember her name, but like she was leaked. Yeah, she was leaking. She was
the one who leaked the Spirit Blossom thing.
Or
there was like a person who gave her all the material because they were like, all right, it's not gonna go on me. And so she was like, there was a person who took the pictures, and so I'm gonna show you. You know.
Yay.
So essentially, she leaked it.
Yeah.
Because someone else took the pictures, but she is still the one who went public with it, so she's technically the one.
Also,
it's funny. I think she did a tweet at one point. She was basically upset that Red Mercy was covering her leaks and he was getting more views than her.
Oh god.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which kind of proves that she did it for publicity.
Yep. Question about morals, because like since we're talking about leaks, if, for example, if you see something leak about upcoming content, do you consider okay to cover it in a specific, like for example, I don't know, Mr. Necrits sees a leak on Twitter that is technically true because it has a lot of proof and everything. Do you consider you covering it in, I don't know, an episode of League News or whatever? Do you consider it also leaking because not everybody knows about that? Or do you consider it just news?
Yeah. So the way I do it, I always do it like this. If I want to tweet about it, I always say I'm never specific. I'm always like there is a leak regarding this. I think this about it, and I never say what it is. But I always I'm very general because I never wanna like spread the leak further. But I just wanna let people know like there's a leak. It's happening. Be careful. It's essentially what it is, and then I like give them my opinion. I don't think I've ever done anything like that in Rift News, but
no, I don't know. It's just because like there was something that I discussed with someone else.
The same way. I would be like, all right, there is a leak regarding this. If you want to know about it, you probably can Google it. But you know, but I myself would not spread it further because I know there are people who want to avoid it and they don't want to get it spoiled.
Yeah, I think
I
leak
just
and
don't like to
spoil
touch
are like
them.
very similar. Because
Yeah.
like you wouldn't like, for example, there was apparently the newest Spider-Man movie, which I still haven't seen. I still need to find time for that.
Same.
Apparently, from what I've read, the entire script or something like that literally leaked online, and people were also spoiling on social media.
Oh, yeah, that
And
happened
I
a
find it kind of
couple times
rude because it's like, I would consider okay if you talked about that once the content is like released and everything. It's like spoiling. It's still not very fun for you because you still haven't.
If it has any like massive spoiler alerts and stuff like that. If
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If they carefully talk about it, sure, but don't be an ass who like actually like without a warning just like spoils it everywhere.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, Spider-Man just becomes a bottle of ketchup. Oh shit, spoiler. Like, there's... You can talk about, like, what you saw and what you liked about a movie, but, like, please just tag your tweets or something like that. Yeah.
That's the annoying thing. You can mute as many words as you want on Twitter.
Oh yeah, you're
and
not
somehow someone will say something that just gets through it.
Yes.
Like when Arcane was airing, I had Arcane muted, I had Arcane spoiler muted, I had everything. I even had champion names muted. Yet someone just tweeted like, "Oh, Jinx did blah blah blah," and it got retweeted, circulated with a picture. And even though I had like the name Jinx muted, Twitter just didn't remove the tweet. It just came in my feed. I was just like, well,
that's annoying.
There's no point muting words anymore. It just doesn't work.
You should have watched it in midnight, like every person did.
Oh, dude,
I know,
that
right?
was horrible experience to stay up. I mean, that was cool because we got care package with a lot of Red Bull. So that was actually really nice.
I still haven't eaten the popcorn. I still got it.
Oh wait, is it the watermelon popcorn?
Oh, it's the watermelon. I'm kind of scared.
It is so weird. I'm sorry, Riot, but like I tried to eat it and
my wife was
America.
like, "I'm not touching it."
Yeah,
America.
I'm like, "Well, I have to."
I mean, different taste or different whatever. But like, dude, like watermelon popcorn, like sour watermelon, even. It's like it's not even just watermelon.
Oh, okay, no, yeah, you've lost me.
Yeah, no. It's like. You can the only moment I could eat it is during like the last day I was in Los Angeles and I was half drunk. That was the only moment I was able to eat it, because otherwise it just tasted bad in my opinion. It's just not my thing.
Half drunk from the night before.
No, because we went to the bar and I drank Morito and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, that as well. But like, yeah, apparently not a lot of
drunk
people
every day.
liked it. Yeah, I mean that's that's not even a question.
You were drunk on the flight.
Oh, dude, I wish I was drunk in the flight. Could have like avoided hearing a baby cry during the entire thing. Oh man.
I'm used to that now.
Yeah, true. True. Oh, also, do you want to quickly mention about the fact that you did an opening stream of League of Legends?
Oh yeah, we did. Okay, so last time on the podcast, on the Wood Division podcast, I ordered 20 little TFT random packages.
Oh my god.
And I legitimately did order them in different packages, so a lot of freaking shipping cost was right there.
You should have done one order. I told you to do one order.
No.
You were just like, no.
No, that's hacking. They would have charged me triple probably or something.
No.
So, the final outcome is that I'm still missing 3 little legends.
3? I thought it was only 2.
No,
No, it
it's
was
the 2
3.
rare ones. The one
Yeah.
special for Fury Horn and the one special Feather Knight.
Pingu.
But I'm also missing Shisa. So I got.
Oh yeah.
So in the 20 boxes, I got 2 Feather Knights, 3 Petal Mars, 1 Dango, 3 Squinks, 2 Silver Wings, 2 Moles, 4 Fuvas. That's the big. 2 Fury Horns, and 1 Jewel Protector. So I'm still missing 1 Shisa from the basic ones. But I'm not buying more boxes for those.
I was about to say, please subscribe to Necrit and watch his videos and ads so that he can get full.
I am not getting the last one.
But LOL UK paid for it.
I am not getting the last one. No. No.
Is
Like,
it
I
you
spent-
saying no, or is it the wife saying no?
Oh,
Nah, she didn't mind. Kinda.
Oh.
Kinda.
kinda. Oh.
Kinda.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
You're like, freaking, you don't buy anything anyway, so here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
freaking,
man.
because I don't drive, so I don't buy cars. I don't freaking buy phones. I don't buy anything. Let me have my TFTs.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't spend money usually for skins or anything, yeah, that's a good... Because, like, also, your son could also get some of them.
Exactly. I gave him 2. He put it in his mouth, and I was like, maybe you shouldn't be licking whatever that freaking weird paint is.
Yeah.
So I took it all back.
So much for that.
So much for that. Maybe there's a reason why it's 3+. And I think actually on the
Yeah.
package it's like hold on, I got it right here. It is so funny that there are 2 warnings.
Oh.
One is it's not for kids that are 0 to 3 years old.
Oh, no.
Which makes he's 1.5.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure.
Like,
Then there is a second warning that says ages 14+.
oh, wow.
Warning:
What?
choking hazard, small parts. Which
Yeah,
is
I
it?
mean-
3+ or 14+? Anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, because, like, for, like, I would understand the 3+, because it's like Legos, you know, like, you don't give your child something very small because they could choke, etc. But, like, those were kind of big, and I don't understand the 14+.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they are kind of covering their butts so that they can sell it in more regions. Because freaking
Yeah.
America is like, Kinder Surprise is too dangerous.
Oh, dude,
you
I still
can't
don't
have a
understand
toy
that.
inside chocolate. You
But
know?
you
Yeah.
can't have a...
But you can have a gun and Walmart.
And you need to be 21 to buy a lighter.
And
as
yeah,
well.
exactly. You can be 15 to drive and kill yourself. But you have to be 21 to drink.
Oh, man.
Oh, God damn it, USA.
That's a different culture.
Anyway,
it's not
yeah,
for
exactly. It's something we shouldn't be digging into.
Us. Yeah.
Controversial topics.
We gotta get cancelled now.
Let's go back to something less controversial, like leaks.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not sure if leaks are less controversial.
Hmm. I mean, according to
It's-
some
it-
Portuguese people, I mean, Portuguese-speaking people, like, that's kind of controversial because talking about people leaking is kind of bad, apparently, because it
Chinese
confirms
whispers is
everything.
Controversial.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
It is interesting to see all the different opinions on leaks because it
Yeah.
is a
All the
full
wrong ones.
spectrum.
Yeah.
There is
There
so
are some
many
good and
different
wrong ones. Like the thing is like, oh yeah, it's Riot's fault, and oh yeah, I can budget my RP according to leaks because I know some stuff is gonna like come out
Yeah,
at some
but
point.
that's so small.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a small population that is
And
actually
also
gonna
just a
feel
week
like that.
ahead. Like, really, can't you wait a week with your RP?
Yeah, and it's like if you didn't know, it wouldn't have changed a thing. It would
Yeah.
still be fine.
And then you got some leaks which just aren't right.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of those.
And when like a big leak that's real comes out, then you got lots of people who make the fake leaks, and it gets so messy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Akshan was leaked, wasn't he? Well, he was. The picture.
Yeah, his art was leaked.
And I was like, that's so weird. That
Ages
that's the
ago.
champion. And I thought it was fake.
Same with Vex. Same with Vex's in development concept art. That got leaked as well.
Oh, I did. Oh, no, you're right. The one with the 2 hands.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. And I was like, it's weird. Actually, yeah, the 2 were leaked together. I remember that. Oh, yeah, freaking weird. Like some guy on what's it called? Damn it! What's the art site called? DeviantArt.
Oh, DeviantArt.
Some guy on
like
DeviantArt is like,
ArtStation?
I'm gonna draw Yordle. Nope, that was real.
Yeah. Sometimes
It's
you
like
actually wonder where it comes from, like for all the leak stuff. Because it really looks like
That one
concept
really
art by
looked like a
anybody,
Google
but
Drive. I mean, that kind of makes sense, because if it's like a weird picture, what probably happened is that like someone was at Riot and they opened the Google Drive and then just like took it with their phone.
yeah. That's still super bad overall. That's not nice. Again,
Kinda like,
please, if you
yeah.
know stuff, don't leak it. Don't talk about it. Keep it for yourself.
Yep.
It's like that's kind of rude for the people working on it.
I'm more curious if it's gonna have a stop. It's because we initially had the person who leaked all the Spirit Blossom stuff, and eventually she stopped. But then, someone else picked up the mantle instead. That being said, that person who picked up the mantle, they didn't get a leak wrong until they started doing some Wild Rift ones, and I think they said Explorer Vigar was
that would
going
have
to
been
be
a
a
cool
skin,
if it was real.
and it just didn't happen. So that was the first time they were wrong, and
Wasn't it Shivana, the latest one?
yeah.
Yeah. Because there was also Explorer, Tristana, and Shivana.
Yeah, the guy originally leaks it's gonna be Explorer Tristana, Explorer Vigar, Vega, depending on how you want to say it.
Wild Rift really seems to be like the freaking like a hive mind for leaks. It's always something in left over in Wild Rift that leaks something.
Yeah, Wild Rift's a really weird one right now. A lot of the time, you used to be able to data mine a lot, but they've fixed that up a bit. But even then, it's wild. It's
Wild Rift.
It's such
it's wild.
yeah.
Got him.
It's such a mess because you got someone who is literally copy pasting placeholder stuff, but the thing is, it's not like they type placeholder and copy paste that. They just grab something else and just copy paste it. So you got people being like, "Oh, look, I found this thing in the files," and it's like, "Yeah, that's someone who's just copy pasted it, by the way." And it's like, "No, it must be something coming." It's like, "No, it's not." And 2 patches later, you'll see it all change to the real, what it's actually meant to be.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, I remember. I
But
mean, now
it's such a mess.
it's public, but I'm really surprised that it took them so much time to release Project Vane on Wild Rift, because I remember finding one texture for Project Vane back in the first batch of Wild Rift thingy, and it just came out recently, and I'm like, wow, it looks awesome, but how I'm really curious about their process of what skin comes out when, etc. Because having a texture for a specific character in the files, maybe it was just the leak. Oh wait, no, it wasn't the leak texture, I think. I don't remember.
No, it would have been.
I think it was leaked texture.
Because I
yeah,
remember
it's
I remember.
The thing is, they can port so much from PC that it's not too hard for them to.
I just remembered the most hilarious leak. I remember when they accidentally. I have no idea how that happened. They accidentally swapped the true damage Senna. True damage Senna splash art
Instead of Elderwood Nocturne.
Instead of Nocturne. Somehow
it was a
swapped.
lone screen.
It
Oh
was
no! Yeah,
lone-
no.
It was squished. It was the squished load screen.
I talked to Rioters about that. Basically, what happened is they got essentially just a big ass folder, just full of all the art, and someone just accidentally saved to the wrong file. I assume they hit save as and accidentally clicked on Nocturne instead. Hit save, overwritten the data. And what happens is that folder is just then automatically built using a tool. So the tool just automatically turned it all into images, patched it out, and then obviously we ended up with Senna. And then I think they changed some things now, so that should not happen again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Some hilarious leaks. God damn it. I don't think there was a better one than this one though.
I wish they could make the paper Malphite thingy, like with the icon that they did for the 10 years
Oh
anniversary.
yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I kind of wish like they would make some low poly model of Malphite like that.
And
And be like, yeah,
actually, for the 10th anniversary, that was my theory. I thought they would make skins that would be like the classic champions, but it would be skins. That would be
Oh, man, it would have
awesome,
been
like
hilarious.
the low polygon ones. That would be awesome to
Yeah.
see. Like the old Gale.
yeah, just like 550 RP or whatever, like something cheap, but like just old Molo for
Because
Kale.
a lot of
is
them
like,
would
yeah.
work, like, you know, just, use the new animations, use the new skeleton, but, like, you know, just, like, adapt the old model to that. That would be
I think
hilarious.
they kind of did in a sense with Sejuani and Karma, because like you had
Oh, the
the
traditional
original,
skins.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
Trundle
was
as
a cool
well.
idea. Yeah, oh yeah, Trundle as well, yeah. I think that was a cool concept of like when you rework something, you still keep like the old sort of look, even when you rework a champion for whatever reason. I think that's a cool concept, even though it's like, oh yeah, you have to make one more skin than all of the others that you still need to redo.
Yeah, I want more traditional skins like that. Freaking
Yeah.
Mordekaiser. Give me
Oh,
old
dude.
Mordekaiser.
Yeah, with like voice line of where. I would actually pay for that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Give me old Gangplank.
Yeah. Gangplank. Wait, doesn't have. Oh wait, no, it's Captain Gangplank. I think.
I mean,
for,
Gangplank was
the
like
old
3
model.
times reworked, so he had like 4 different models already.
17 Rise original.
Yeah,
models.
like Rise. would
Bring
be
back
boring.
his chest hair.
But you know, but like, but like, when it comes to Rise, like, yeah, it's exactly the same one, but less polygons. But they
Yeah.
did the same thing for freaking Valorant. They have the gun skins where it's like, you know, it's the minimalist, like, few polygons and that's it. If you have that, you can have few polygons Rise skin. You know, you can go
Yeah,
back
some
and
old.
do that.
Some like retro League of
Yeah,
Legends, and you
yeah,
release like
exactly.
some retro skins. That could be a
Yeah,
cool
give
concept.
me
I don't know if it
retro
would
toga.
sell, but it would be a cool thing to do. Alright. It's been almost an hour and a half, and I think it's time to wrap it up, boys.
All right.
Yeah. 'Cause that was fun. We talked about a lot of things.
Is that everything that we wanted to talk about, or do we have any rapid fires?
The EDG skins that were announced were the Aphelios.
Oh, no, shut up.
Oh
hate
yeah,
you.
Okay, that was a quick one.
I just find it funny because like when I did the GIF for like it was basically
the dog.
just a twig, yeah, the dog hitting
Yeah.
the thing away, and basically
Got a lot
the
of shit
to get that GIF you just type in "do not want." And it's just that person was like, "Oh, you hate Zoe so much," and it's like, what? What? It's like no,
nobody gives
it's
a
because Aphelios is getting a skin, and he takes over 45 minutes to record. And when I say over 45 minutes, that's if I don't screw up. And he doesn't have that bigger room for error because you go through his ammo quite quickly.
But hold on, but like, what do you do during those 45 minutes, though?
It's
How
going
does
through
that
all of his
work?
different gun. It's going through all of his different gun combos.
So you sit at the computer and for 45 minutes you like do something with him, right?
Yeah, it's literally just in-game recording. So
That's
basically,
my
obviously,
daily routine. I like every video that I record is not less than 50 minutes long. The raw footage, like
Oh man.
I'm used to that. That's nothing. Yeah, literally every video that I record, I always like cut in between the sentences. So the raw footage is always 50 minutes at least.
Oh man.
Just for context.
it's always easy
That's-
going through raw footage. I normally find.
that's-
I think that's gonna be similar though. Where like when I go through the audio, I mean for you got it all together, but you already have like the video baked in because that's what you recorded. For me, I have the audio. I have to cut the audio together, which means that I have to technically go through the 45 minutes, and then let's say there is a 45 minutes on top of that, like which is the time of me actually like cutting it together. But then I still have to also edit the video on top of that.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, Aphelios, that's nothing.
Yeah. Maybe one day you'll
It's
make
more if
My pain is greater.
it's well, I would gladly just do
Ruining the
10-minute
ruination.
videos anytime I
man.
could.
Like ruining the ruination must have taken you so long.
I've worked on it for I believe how long? That was basically
A
since
lot
the
of
event was released.
3 months?
So like 3 months. The video
Yeah.
for the next October that I'm working on, I've been
Ah.
working on. I can actually find a call which I had with a birth son, so I can actually tell you. I can tell you the date when I literally started. Hold on, I'm not even kidding.
I
can tell
think
you
it's at least a year because I remember we talked about it a while ago.
So I started working on this hold on. It was before May of this year, which I started, and it's gonna be October. So it's gonna be a year from now, plus 5 months. It's gonna be 15 months of work on that video
Oh man,
when it releases.
that is quite the video.
Next October is gonna be fun.
Gonna have a lot of work.
It's like, how optimized is your workflow now, though?
Since Arcane is pretty bad because like Arcane threw everything out the window and I was like, I need to pump everything out. When I was releasing the 2 videos per week, which is hopefully what I'll get back to in January again, 2 videos per week is fine. I got like 2 days where I can chill out, and kind of like a normal human being. So little like always videos that don't need me to write a script are always better because I can just like write notes and I'll just record a video with like basically just talking about stuff. So Rift News, I used to write full scripts for Rift News, but like since I started being on camera, I started only doing it with notes, and people can't tell the difference. So I basically just get away from that, and I only go with notes, and that's so much faster, for example. But when I used to do full scripts, it was pain, because that was like usually 3 days of work per video.
Oh man.
Now I can do a video. Now I can do 2 days per video, which is way better.
Yeah, I feel with news things, you don't really need a full script as long as you got talking points.
Yeah, but like when I'm covering a story, I need a script. I need the story.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
you can
otherwise it's
figure
potentially
something
going to
out.
just be all over the place and sort of
Exactly.
still reiterating things.
Yeah.
Though that being said, reiterating things, that's how some of the big YouTubers actually are popular. They just reiterate the same thing every 2 bloody minutes. And they just somehow get huge audiences because of it.
Yeah. And then hit the 10-minute marks, boom. A lot of ads.
Yeah.
Let's go. Money.
Now it's 8 minutes.
Oh yeah, true. True. Yeah, maybe YouTube realized that 10 minutes is a bit too hard
I
to
should go
achieve
to
for some
Minecraft.
content.
Apparently Minecraft is still big.
Yeah.
Minecraft has boomed again, yeah.
It
Did
has
you-
a trillion views or whatever.
Didn't you plan on doing a Minecraft thingy subathon?
In January. I'll take a few weeks break because freaking after Arcane and Ruined King, I'm just so freaking burned. So I'll take a break for a bit. But during that break, I'll probably do a Minecraft subathon because the last time I played Minecraft was in 2011, which is gonna be 10 years. So after 10 years, I'm gonna play Minecraft again, and I'm gonna do it on stream.
Yeah. Is it like gonna be a subathon when you try to beat
probably.
the Ender Dragon?
Yes,
Like
probably.
trying to speed run it?
Push him into the deep end, give him a fully modded client.
And it's because like, you know, freaking Hytale is a thing now, and so I want to see like what's happening with that, and I want to see
but
what the hype is about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with Hytale,
A messy subject.
what was it? When was it announced? 20.
That was a while ago too.
14?
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3
Was it
years ago
2014?
now. I don't know. But like that was a while ago now. I think that was like 3 years
Oh,
ago.
2018. Okay. Wait, was it
Yeah.
2018? I don't,
It could
but
have
like,
been.
it feels like it just keeps getting pushed back, and yeah, I don't know. They're very ambitious. It's
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely what
Ruined
they
King
wanna go
Ruined King landed well.
Yeah,
Sure.
but It's not the same team though. It's not the same
Very- I
I
structure
kind of
and
have
everything.
faith because if things are being delayed, that means that there is the potential for it to actually be big.
Yeah. Don't
There
be
is
I
also
got faith
Cyberpunk.
because the dev team are truly invested, and the dev team are made up of very good people.
Yeah, it's because they were working on the Minecraft server first.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
and
all
it
I really
funded a
do.
lot of the development of this.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, yeah.
But
Could
I'm
I
s-
actually ask? Yeah.
But
I know someone who works on their team actually, like in terms
yeah,
of
he does
animations.
animations.
Yeah, Charlie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
But,
could
like-
ask him a bunch of questions.
yeah.
Maybe
It's
we'll
one of the
post this
things. I think they basically said it'll be done when it's done.
Yeah.
So I don't have
I,
crazy faith
Cyberpunk
in-
that
flashback.
exactly. That exact sentence was used for Cyberpunk.
Yeah. We know how it ended
It's
up
done when
being.
it's done. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad memories from that.
It's got a lot of good elements. I just don't know how they're gonna put it all together.
Hopefully it's good.
And also, I'm curious if they'll actually put poros in it. I think they might.
It could be, yeah, true, since it's also
Well, I want a pet poro.
sponsored, sort of, invested by Riot, so they could definitely add poros. Right. I think it is time to say goodbye then. I think we talked about every single subject we wanted to.
Yeah, it's been only what 3 or 4 subjects this time around.
Yeah,
3
yeah.
or 4 weeks since the last one. So when is the next episode?
Yeah.
It depends on like if Riot release any content until then, because they could release a big.
I mean,
patch,
season
don't know,
start
every
is
January.
next week.
Oh, so we could talk
So-
about the
Ooh,
potential
cinematic.
cinematic. Yeah.
Ooh, there's gonna be Orn cinematic.
Ooh. I still need to like plan
I don't
out
think Ornn- I
a
still
lore
believe. I still
a
believe that
lore
there's gonna be Ornn.
podcast.
Why would they make an Orn
Because of the ward.
ward?
Oh,
Yeah, why would they make an Orn ward and not have him in the cinematic?
Yeah,
Though
it's-
that would be very on brand for Riot to do.
has actually
He is
done
an
that
Make a
Ornn
Yorick
ward.
ward.
He's not in the cinematic though.
Yeah, that would be,
That would be
kinda
very Riot.
We wanted to pay him a tribute, despite this being a Freljordian cinematic. We were like, he should be there. He couldn't make it, so we
He's gonna
gave
be
him
on
a
frame
award.
for like 2 seconds. Like boom, get an award now. Nice.
Gonna be-
Easy clap.
I'm gonna just like instantly watch it and be like, all right, who is going to be this year's essentially Freljordian Silas? Like who is it?
Right.
Well, I just want to see
Well,
if
then.
Zillion gets in the event. I
Yeah,
bet
I
Zillion's
mean,
not gonna
he
be there.
will
I-
never.
He will not be. Zillion is gonna be. I'm calling it now. Zillion's gonna be the Yorick of the Void event.
Oh no, please.
Yeah,
I
that-
told
Please,
you.
no.
No, he's gonna be chilling with Echo.
Yeah. That
in
would be kind of
in
sad.
a different universe of Arcane.
I mean,
Yeah,
the buddy in Legends of Runeterra as well.
It would have been a good trio between Zillion, Echo, and Heimerdinger.
Heimdallr.
They're pretty cool. Right. It is time to say goodbye. I wish everybody a happy new year, I guess. Because hopefully I can edit it for New Year's Eve or something like that. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great holiday vacation. And
Lots of
good
presents.
luck, Mr. Necrit, for your like new vacation now that you're gonna take a break. And yeah, right. Oh boy.
Good boy, and include Nicky Boy in LPP.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, please add Nicky Boy to the NLPP. He really deserves.
2022 is his year.
You got 3 days. Go.
Yeah. Alright. Bye bye.
All right. Goodbye. Goodbye, people. Bye.